Hello?
Hey, Bill.
Hey.
Hey, it's Ed Brubaker.
Hey, buddy.
All right, so, this is the MySpace interview about criminal.
The MySpace interview. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, one, I'm like a huge fan of the book, as you know. I found out about it from, I'm going to name drop here, I found out from Simon Pegg, stars Shaun of the Dead and Spaced and other great shows. And I ran into him someplace and introduced, and we had a mutual friend, and I said, what are you reading right now? And he said, well, the only thing I'm reading Criminal, and it's like, that's the book to go get. And I said, oh, you have any other recommendations? He's like, Criminal. That's it. And then that night, I hung out with my friend Evan Goldberg, who co-wrote Superbad, and he said, I said, I'm going to go to the comic book store. Do you recommend anything? He's like, the only thing I recommend is 2 books. One is called Criminal, and the other one is called Sleeper, which is another great book that you wrote. So, I remember that flight from L.A. back to New York, I became a huge Ed Brubaker fan. But, where did this, story come from? Crime fiction or crime movies, or was it all kind of the above, or where did...
Yeah, well, I had grown up around, noir movies. My Uncle John was a famous screenwriter in the 40s and 50s. He wrote Crossfire and Murder My Sweet and The Wild One, and I was too young to really realize how cool it was. I thought it was really cool that he was working on Emergency +4, the cartoon spin-off of Emergency.
Right.
A lot of Criminal came out of sort of my love of those late 60s, early 70s crime movies like Point Blank or The Prime Cut, a lot of Lee Marvin, writing about the criminals as opposed to the good guys who are trying to catch them and trying to make that sympathetic.
Well, that's what's interesting is you do that very well with, I was about to say, sympathetic characters that you have in the series. My favorite characters in Lawless is Ivan.
Oh, no, you mean Coward.
Coward. Yeah.
There's 2 books, right?
Yeah. Wait, and Coward, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm such a huge fan of both those books. Also, how does Sean Phillips? Because his artwork is so specific yet so very simple and kind of sparse in a way. What is it that he brings to your stories? Does he bring anything that you look at and you go, I never in a million years would have thought to do that? And Sean does.
Yeah, he really does, actually. His face, the facial expression of his characters, it makes everything about what I do work. If
Right.
It wasn't drawn by him, I don't think people would care.
I also like that you guys in the single issues, you guys have those the articles in the back. Patton Oswalt wrote one, I think. I was gonna say my favorite part of Lawless is when the crossover that you do, and I love the crossover when Leo is in jail and Tracy comes in and Leo, Sam West, am I supposed to know you? That scene is great. It's such a cool moment when I'm Leo, Leo's like, it's been a long time, Sam, a really long time, I know, and he's like, I know, and this isn't where I expected you to be, Six bodies hanging over you, which is a reference to The Coward, which is really cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, this has been great.
Thanks for doing this with me. It's been a blast.
Oh, man, I'm so excited that I get to interview Ed Brubaker on MySpace. This is really cool. I'm being serious. I'm serious.